Hello guys, and welcome to another day with Zimaleta. Today we're going to have fun. We're going to replace a shock. Well, more like installing the shock. Yesterday's video was about the removal of the shock. In today's video, it's the installation portion. And also, I'm going to show you what a bad shock looks like and a good shock looks like, just so you know the difference. As you remember, in yesterday's video, I'm going to put it up in the bottom over here. I was showing you that I was like compressing with my hands, like, you know, like towards the bottom, and I wasn't really sure if the shock was any good because it was kind of easy to compress. But guys, take a look at this one. This is the shock that I have removed. Obviously, you could tell there's no need to compress it. It's basically, it was all the way in, and sticking it in just like that. Basically, look at this. Now, this is a bad shock, guys, obviously. So anyways, without no further ado, let's get started. But before we begin, please subscribe if you guys haven't already, and please hit a like for this video, because as I was told by my YouTube viewers, which I really appreciate, they said that there's no other channel on YouTube like mine where I show kind of like really insightful type of videos on sprinter repair and expedited information, real estate investing, and you know, that kind of thing. Mainly my stuff is all about sprinters and expedite. I got over 400 videos now, and right now almost 1 million views. So if it is 1 million views already, then woo! I am real happy. Thank you guys for helping me get there. So anyways, let's go. Okay guys, this is a test. We're going to test both of these shocks out and find out which one's good, which one's bad. This happens to be supposedly a good shock, and this is a bad shock. Wow, I didn't know I need to lower the camera for this. Let's lower it. Well guys, it's like no brainer. Look, this shock is actually standing right there, and I mean, it's all the way dropped down, so there is no shock. This one, it's still springy, so yeah, no doubt about it, this is a good one. So time for us to change it. Okay guys, it's time for the installation. Now I'm going to choose which rubber piece to use. This one here looks worse than the one I have, so I will use this original type of piece. Now we do need to get it over here, and of course I will need to lower it by using just my hand pressure and let it in there. Okay, so let's get this thing going. I'm going to try to get one of the bolts started. Because this will be kind of like a balancing act. Let's see, I'm gonna just lower this down some and try to get this into the Got a couple of them started. I got a couple bolts started on the right. As you can see, the shock is quite out. This is going to be my first install, but it makes a lot of sense to first install the 4 bolts, then use your hand power, press it down, and if it does not reach far enough, then use some kind of jack to lift this thing up. So this is going to be fine. We're going to go ahead and tighten up the bolts. It's kind of hard to align these things, but once you do, it is fine. And the best way to align it, as you can see, just out of its place. So this is like, man, this is going to be super easy. So we just tighten that portion up. This is so easy, I need a staples button to click it. Say that, man, this is easy. All right, we are getting it done. I guess getting those, well, they're not too tight, but getting them tight right away, it's not a good idea because you may need some wiggle room, as I need right here. So now we got this one started, and we got this one started. Look at that. So all we gotta do is go ahead and tighten them up. Guys, this is like so easy, man. That's a piece of cake. Let me get you a closer view. Okay, guys, now you got a closer view here. Now I could clearly see getting the top bolt off will be the key because it pushes this shock back. So once you get it loose, just go ahead and get it out of its cradle and then undo this bolt. You know, first, of course, you know, knock them out of place, you know. I'm talking about like if they were stuck, first beat them out of their place. As Mason says, beat them into submission. We will do that. And then, of course, remove the top portion of the shock out and then untighten all the bolts, because then you will have really good access because this is in the way. And the only way you could actually get that one out is by using like a wrench. I know I have one over here. Yeah, like something like this over here. Which if you have one that is kind of like ratchety, it's going to be good. Yeah, this is great. Man, I'm certainly glad that this is a good shock, because I was beginning to wonder, how can you tell the difference? Because, man, they all look about the same. Okay, now the only thing I don't know if this is supposed to spin, because mine is spinning all the way through. This is now the one that broke out, and as you can see, this just spins. So obviously it's fine. So now we want to make sure the bolts are completely tight. By tighten them up some more. Okay. So looks like today I'll be driving on some new shocks. So now we need to go ahead and compress that portion. I just want you guys to see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna use my manpower, squeeze it in, and then put it in its place. Boom. Now that is good. Now all we have to do is bring this little boot up and go ahead and put it all the way around. Now that's perfect. As you could see, there is no grease over here. Normally, to tell a bad one, it's going to be grease raining down, but these are Mercedes. They're gas shocks. So as you can tell, guys, this is perfect. Let's get the inner bolt tightened up. Okay, now that we have this on there, it is time for us to put this rubber boot in its place, and we're gonna go ahead and stick that bolt on there and use the handy dandy 24 type of wrenchet. Okay, I went ahead and just removed it for now because I don't want to be doing it all day, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. I like to work fast, guys. Working slow for me is just not going to do it. Let me observe what it looks like in the bottom. Yeah, looks like we're doing good. And of course, now we gotta tighten. Okay, using a breaker bar, it's probably necessary to break it to begin with, but after you get it loose, this is good. All right, we're good and tight now. Okay, guys, we're back, and we're gonna do the best portion, which is putting the tire back on. This might be a little bit too low. This might be a little bit too low, but it's okay. We will raise it up if we need to. And I'm gonna have my handy dandy sprinter type of jack ready to go when I'm ready. Looks like we got a good height here. We're gonna go ahead and start inserting some of these bolts in a star-like pattern. Inserting bolts in the star pattern doesn't really do anything, but tightening them sure does. But you know, I'm still doing it kind of like in a star pattern. Okay, now that is there, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and tighten them up. So I don't want to do it all the way to the end, but we're going to get it close enough. And then this one, it's nice that it just clears the bottom, which is good. Okay, and the last one. Okay, now we're back to the first one. I'm going to tighten up the second one, the third one, the fourth one, and a fifth one. We are ready to lower the car. First, I'm going to raise my jack. I want to show you what am I doing there. As you can see, I got my jack right here, and I got one of these jack stands. I want to raise it up now so that it drops. Go ahead and get it out. And now we are ready to drop the rest of the car down. Okay, looks like we have a pretty good... So now this is the clearance on the left side where the shock is changed. We're going to use this as a measuring device. Looks like it's almost all the way in. We just have 3 teeth remaining. And this one, obviously you could tell, I cannot stick him all the way in. This side is quite lower. Now you do want to make sure you tighten these bolts up all the way. So we're going to use my manpower. And then I like to do one more thing, and that is to use my foot. Put your foot down. That's good enough. Hey guys, the shocks are changed. They're driving fine. They're not like new shocks, but they're much better than they were before. I could definitely tell the difference. If they could drive half as good the way my million-mile Sprinter drives with those original shocks, I'm going to be completely satisfied. Of course, these shocks, as you could see, they were not going down by themselves. Like those other ones, that's it. There was no shock there. Like it was just completely going down. With this one, you know, maybe it's the gas maybe leaked out by now. Who knows? Maybe it's got a better spring inside, because it does come out and it does take, you know, like a lot of pressure to squeeze it down, guys. So it's a lot better ride. So going over bumps and stuff now on the road, like, doesn't feel bad at all. Because before, if I would go like over bumps and stuff, man, I'm thinking, man, like my van's gonna fall apart. Like that was how bad it was. It was like horse and buggy. But anyways, guys, hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching.